It is officially the end of Techtember. Yay! Techtember is the term that we tech bros give the month of September. That's really what it means. It's just the month of September in the tech world. That term is supposed to emphasize the fact that there is normally, globally, a lot of tech related news in September. It started because Apple scheduled their annual iPhone release event in September, just like they did this year and the last year and the year before that. And a lot of tech releases and other policy and software related news usually comes either before or after that iPhone launch event. So that's why the term Techtember. This year, for the first time, I believe that the tech news coming from India is far more exciting than the tech news that's coming from the rest of the world. You started September, let's focus on India for a second. You started September with Semicon India, where the first completely designed and manufactured made in India chip was launched by the Prime Minister. Then, of course, there was some H1B madness. But then there was the strides made by Zoho with Aratai, the Indian messaging app, the Indian instant messaging app, and the Zoho suite of enterprise applications being used by the Indian government to replace Microsoft Office, setting an example for companies to follow suit. By the way, last week it was the railways that said that they were going to switch to Zoho Enterprise Suite. This week, the Ministry of Education said that it has instructed all its departments to use Zoho's enterprise suites. The announcement didn't say so, but it means to replace Microsoft Office. After my last few videos, some people call me a Zoho fanboy, okay? I have been a Zoho fanboy for a very, very, very long time. Growing up in Chennai, even I'm talking about the late 2000s onwards, if you work for Zoho, you're a cool person. That's it. That's just how it was. I myself have met a lot of people who have worked from Zoho and they are all smart. Most of them at least. So Zoho is this company that's been around since 1996. Their success is not overnight. What you see in the last 4 weeks is the result of more than 25 years of hard work, basically. They've developed a culture which fosters innovation and which promotes doing the impossible. I've written about this on my blog recently. There's a bit of an imposter syndrome when it comes to tech among most Indians. It's been ingrained in us to think that the tech that we see in the West is always better than what we have over here. That shouldn't be the case anymore. We should start believing that tech that's created here locally is, first of all, good, not just good enough, but good, and secondly, is better and safer to use for Indians, in India at least. Speaking of Indians in India, Aravind Srinivas, see what it is there. Aravind Srinivas, CEO of Perplexity, is officially the youngest Indian billionaire in the world. He is Indian. He still retains his Indian nationality. He doesn't have the American passport yet. Does that mean he's still on an H1B visa? Anyway, this Chennai boy, who's an alumnus of IIT Madras and is some college in California called Berkeley, I think, is now worth well over 21,000 crores. For all intents, okay, he has made his money in the US. For all intents and purposes, he is American. But I will say it is commendable what he's managed to do in less than a decade. Perplexity is rubbing shoulders with OpenAI and Anthropic and everybody else. Aravind Srinivas has the attention of Sundar Pichai, Satya Nadella, etc. He even made an offer to buy Chrome. Imagine that. He made an offer to Google to buy what is now the most popular browser in the world, partly because Google might be forced to sell Chrome. There's some kind of lawsuit going on in the US. But that's pretty ballsy, pardon my language. It's not been easy and it's not been smooth for sure. Even as we speak, Perplexity is having a lot of copyright infringement lawsuits because a lot of publishers such as the New York Times and the usual suspects, I would say, are accusing Perplexity of utilizing its IP to train its AI models. Something that everybody does, and yes, all of them have copyright lawsuits against them. But anyway, congrats to Aravind Srinivas. I still have my subscription of Perplexity Pro that I got free with Airtel. And let me know in the comments what you use Perplexity for, or if you use something other than Perplexity. I'd like to know. I'll be honest, I guess a part of me is jealous because I am also a Chennai boy, but I am nowhere near being a billionaire. I guess I should have taken my IIT ambitions more seriously. Anyway, moving on. Here's what else happened this week in Tech India. Starlink has been in the Tech India news for a few months now, for the most part of this year, but there is still no formal release date for when Starlink will be available in India. In the last few months, I've been following the story very closely. There's been one approval after another, one license granted after another for Starlink to operate in India. I'm finding it less and less easy to understand why they've not set up operations yet. The latest news is that yes, it's coming very soon. Some say it might be before the end of 2025, but who knows? The latest development in the story is that, and again, there's reporting, it's not confirmed, but I would believe it. Starlink has a cap of 2 million subscribers that they can have in India. 2 million is still a lot of people, especially for a service like satellite internet, which is see this as being adopted by the masses. Land-based internet is still the way. Geo and Airtel will continue to give a lot cheaper, a more reasonably priced plan. So if you're somebody who's looking forward to buying Starlink in India, please comment the price of the yacht that you bought last year. Because why else would you need Starlink? Anyway, YouTube Premium Lite launches in India for a price of 89 rupees a month. It's so that you can watch YouTube videos without ads. Kind of smart. It doesn't come with YouTube Music though, don't be mistaken. A lot of people subscribe to YouTube Premium for the YouTube Music service, so you don't have to pay separately for Spotify or Apple Music. And YouTube Music also includes, things like covers and all these independent artists that put their music on YouTube, which is available on YouTube Music. But anyway, if you just want to watch YouTube videos without ads, there is one more option in India. This video is not sponsored by YouTube or Google. This video is sponsored by no one. It is supported by you. So please click the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Anyway, all right. There's a Bangalore-based fintech startup called Simpl, Simpl, which last week was ordered by RBI to stop all payment operations because there is a probe going on. Well, this week they announced that they are laying off 100 people. They could have at least waited for the result of the RBI probe. They seem to be in a hurry to lay people off, which no company should be, if I'll be honest. Speaking of probe, Amazon and Flipkart are under scrutiny by regulators this week for the extra charge that they apply to customers who select the cash on delivery option. That's pretty straightforward. Not a good look for Amazon and Flipkart, especially at the start of the festive season. The Indian IT Ministry, Meity, has released a draft online gaming rules 2025 to regulate money games, promote esports, and seek public feedback, which you can give right up to 31st October. I just hope they don't reverse the ban that they put on real money games, on online real money games. I was very happy when that ban happened. I hope it's not reversed. That's it. In the IPO scene, the imminent tech IPOs are Wework and LG Electronics India Limited. Lenskart, by the way, is also headed towards an IPO. It's got its SEBI approval. I'm still not convinced that I would classify Lenskart as a tech company. Anyway, that's a bit of information for you. I'm going to close off this week's news roundup with bits of news from Zoho, which is that Zoho launches its privacy-first browser called Ula, or is it Ulle, which is also a Tamil word like Aratai. By the way, Aratai offers an Android TV version of its app, something that even WhatsApp doesn't do. Zoho has launched a visual intelligence platform called Vani. Visual intelligence, not artificial intelligence. And Zoho reveals plans to build a new data center in Odisha, which I suspect it will need as Aratai expands and has more and more users. Bit of global news. China has launched its own version of the H-1B visa called K visa. Okay, get it? K, okay, K visa, okay visa. Something that warmed my heart a little more than this was when a techie from the US posted on X celebrating being granted a 5-year visa for Indians. And in his post, he said, Trump says foreigners go kick rocks. Modi says, welcome home, bye. It's pretty cute. I'll leave the link to that post in the description. Check it out. That's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep that feedback coming. It really helps me make better content, which I would love to have in front of more viewers. So please share this video with a friend. Make sure you are subscribed, and I will see you next week. Peace.